Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 2. Last episode, we went into Rockridge Keep and explored around. Checked out the scout quarters and who was inside, the barracks and who was inside, and we investigated the quartermaster. There's a wretch staying in there. And we're about to go, basically report in, but before we do, I just noticed we got someone out here walking around. Wait a second. Oh, this is the stone code! Oh, I didn't notice that at first. Yeah, 4 stone pillars, mats in front of each of them, bits of paper in front with some pens, probably to write down. Yeah, this is a stone code. Like all settlements in or near the Kava, Rockridge Keep has its own copy of the stone code. I was right. The inviolable laws of the Kava, binding peasant and king alike, carved into 4 stones. As the law evolves, painfully slowly, over centuries, the stones are updated. Which explains why there is an aging woman of the Kava wandering around the stones, hammer and chisel in hand, tidying up the text. You watch her for a while, admiring the care and reverence with which she works on the stone. She eventually notices you and stops for a rest. Greetings, warrior. I am Law Carver Ain, one of the honored keepers of the code. I have much to do here. What does a law carver do? We carve the laws. Simple enough. As the law changes, the words are given to me. I write them and maintain them, repair cracks, add words, clean off bird waste. How often does the law change? Rarely, oh so rarely. I will not bewilder you with the many steps, meetings, conclaves, and futile attempts at consensus necessary to change the stone code. It is a rare event, usually only in response to a clear, dire need. What if you don't agree with the law? Nobody cares what I think. The law is the law. Even when it is at its most harsh, it's most unsteady, it is still the guide for our lives. Does anyone else ever modify the code without permission? Kalita, a loyal Kava warrior, is thoroughly scandalized by the suggestion. Ain is nonplussed. Then she silently points to the top of the tall central stone. The penalty for anyone but a law carver to change a law is sure, slow, painful death. The first law of the code is that the code must stay pure. Oh boy. Harsh, but I suppose it's necessary if the system is to work. Agreed, and if we change our minds, the law can be modified. With years of work, it seems unlikely, though. Why is so much work required here? Because the stone code in the contested lands is so poorly maintained. There are currently 14 stone carvers, but I am the only one who works the contested lands. Isn't it dangerous to travel out here? Yes, extremely. And yet abandoning the stone code is more dangerous, so I accept the risk. Why are the stones in such poor shape? Because of neglect, and because the warriors of the Wildrim take great pleasure in defiling them. She tries to hide her disgust and fails. Let's talk about the Wildrim. She shakes her head. No, we law carvers make a point of staying neutral in such matters, no matter how savage those who wish to steal our lands act. We carry the law, we say nothing that would change our birth. Law Carver Ain takes a drink from a skin at her belt and cleans her tools. Her belt bears an assortment of pouches and steel implements worthy of a tinker mage. I can talk, but I must also work. There's much to do here. Do you travel much? I only travel. There is always a job to do, and it is always many miles away. It pains me greatly, as there are 2 tasks I must perform in areas of the contested lands held by rebels. Completing them right now is beyond my ability. Maybe I can help? I wish you could. However, outside of the law carvers, only Avadon is allowed to walk in and modify the stones. You turn to ask Kalita if she is interested in helping, but you find that she has located herself some distance away, pretending to read a stone. She doesn't want to get involved, and you're not a hand. Very well, then. Now, let us go and report in, as must be done. Nice waiting room. Okay. Here we are. Monitor Yutsua. There's a Shadow Walker standing at the head of this table, poring over maps and blade rosters intently. Through the slits of the traditional mask, you can see bags under her eyes. Since the keep was attacked, she has had very little sleep. She nods as you approach, though she doesn't move any of her papers aside. Welcome, Baron. We have not met, but I know of your little adventure up north. I am Monitor Yutsua, honored second in command to Commander Odil. I'd like to speak with you. I have already heard of your arrival. The commander would prefer that you report to him directly. He's in the hall to the west. When you are done there, I might be able to aid you. Understood, and it shall be done. Let me just take a peek around. We'll look upstairs a bit. That door can't be opened. That door also can't be opened. Very well, let's report in. Alright. You meet Commander Odil for only the second time. Your first meeting was very brief and brusque. After the introduction, you were sent to scout the hills to look for rebel incursions. This meeting, however, you have his full attention. He is an aging Kelm warrior with pale blonde hair rapidly shading to gray. He came from Kelm Dariel, far to the north, to spend his life in the futile task of bringing order to contested lands. He notes the presence of Kalita with a brief lip curl of disapproval. Then he turns to you.
Law, Farron, is it? One of our scouts.
He reaches for a pen.
Tell me what is happening in the north.
What is happening here?
I'm not accustomed to interrogation by inferiors. You will be told what you need to know when you need to know it, by someone whose time is less important than mine.
I need some time to rest first. Odil runs a single ragged fingernail down the surface of his desk, leaving a faint scratch. This is a subtle but effective way of conveying his irritation with your request. We were attacked. Ogres, Wildrum warriors, and even a Titan. You describe everything you saw in detail. Odil writes it down eagerly.
Wildrum scouts, humanoids, and a Titan. This is truly troubling. Widespread problems far beyond what we expected. Oh, there is more I need to know.
What do you need to know?
You left here on a scouting mission with Silk. That was her name. Valuable scout. Did not return with you. What happened up there?
A Titan struck Silk down.
A Titan. It would be hard to believe if two of those creatures hadn't just torn down our north gate. Was Silk slain?
I don't know. The Titan hit Silk and carried off the body. Odil nods and makes a quick note on a scroll.
Carried off. Very suspicious. If you learn anything about Silk's fate, I want to know immediately. Enough reporting. Now we must act quickly and decisively.
I'd like to talk more about Silk.
I understand. It is hard to lose upon her, and yet there are many more lives at stake. We need to act.
What's going on? Odil admits with great regret.
I don't know.
What now? Odil stops and thinks. He is unsure, an unfamiliar and unpleasant sensation. Then he remembers that Kalita is there. The idea comes quickly.
It is time that Avadon earned its keep for the Pact. We will report this disaster to them. We will ask for more aid. We will see if we can awaken Redbeard from his slumber.
But what will I do?
You will be my envoy. There is a portal pylon to the south, old and inactive, but Hand of Avadon can restore it. It will take you to Avadon in a moment, and then you can get us the help we need.
He looks at Kalita.
And you, of course, will want to guide Farron and make sure the message gets through. You and that sorcerer staring at that giant rock in my courtyard.
Kalita takes a step forward. That is not our mission. We are here to help you.
And that is how you can best help me. Protect Farron and free me of your unwelcome presence.
You don't want Hands of Avadon here. Odil grins and leans back in his chair.
I don't want them anywhere. Avadon's brutality and arrogance have outlasted their usefulness. But this is not the time to talk politics. Your message must get through, and the best way to guarantee it is for the Hands to escort you.
I must admit, the course makes sense. What is a portal pylon?
A magical stone which can send you to Avadon in an instant. Weeks of travel compressed into a moment. The stone is to the south. The Hands can guide you there.
What do I do when I reach Avadon?
Tell Redbeard what has happened. See what little aid you can get. Then get back to me so that I can put you to productive work.
I want to stay here and fight.
I don't care. You will follow your orders or it's the stocks for you. Go collect Yannick the Sorcerer and I will have the southern gate opened for you. Go south, get to the pylon, report to Avadon, and return.
I will make sure Farron gets through, and then I will be back. You will not be rid of Avadon so quickly.
Then go. I'm sure there's nothing else you need.
Perhaps not at the moment. And we leveled up again, which is good. Excellent. A point in endurance to make sure that's up. And let's have 1 point in Path of the Shield just so we have it. We may as well. I'll get Stunning Bash eventually, but we don't really use it very much. Oh well, we'll work on improving all these things, slowly but surely. I want to get Triumphant Roar fairly quickly. Okay. And as for you, more strength. And same thing, point and path of the shield. You, I'm probably going to focus on everything over here. I don't think I'm going to do very much on this side. So, I think that's fine. Okay, moving on, looking around. So, we'll be going to Avadon. And that's the bathroom. That, I believe, just goes outside, so this is actually a side entrance. Another waiting room, it looks like. Ah! The contested lands. Ah, good, this is something new. The contested lands are one of 2 contested territories in central Linnaeus, lands whose ownership is claimed by 2 states in the Pact. These hills and thick forests have been claimed by both the Kava and the tribes of the Wild Realm since the Black Age. Unlike the Baraza woods to the north, the contested lands are a valuable territory. The woods there are just woods, but the hills are rich with silver, gemstones, and the crystals that are so valuable for working powerful magic. Fear of Avadon has kept these powers from taking steps to claim these lands, and neither the Kava nor the Wild Realm were eager for war. Now that Avadon is sacked and weak, however, raiders and prospectors from both sides have already begun to infiltrate the contested lands. Fights have happened, blood has been spilled, and the desperate Wild Realm tribes have already begun to band together to prepare a defense against the Kava. If Avadon is unable to step in, and soon, this quiet, long-simmering dispute could easily turn into war within the Pact. Yeah, that's concerning. Oh, there's someone here. There's a sorceress sitting in this office. Well, hiding. She sits slumped in a chair in the corner, her blonde hair unwashed and her long robes unlaundered. Only the symbol on her shoulder, marking her as a hand of Avadon, is clean and fresh. And considering how often she nervously picks at it with her fingernails, it will not remain thus for long. She looks up at you. Welcome to my office. I am Hand Esme, representative of the august power of Avadon. What business do you have here? I would like to speak with you. Hand Esme is quiet for a long moment. Then she says, I understand that you have already been given 2 hands to aid you. My assistance would only make things confusing. Then she stares silently at you until you go away. Kalita shakes her head in quiet contempt, but otherwise says nothing. Book about Avadon. Well, we know plenty, but I'm reading all of these anyway. The mighty fortress of Avadon is both place and symbol. It represents the Pact and everything it is willing to do to survive. Everyone in Linnaeus fears the warriors and assassins of Avadon. The attention of Avadon can be lethal. There is nothing its agents will not do to maintain the stability of the Pact. The Black Age, a brutal civil war that lasted over 30 years, showed that the 5 nations of the Pact had little in common beyond their desire for safety. They could hang together, allied and strong, but there had to be a force counteracting those who would pull it apart. Thus, the Keep of Avadon. It has one master, selected by Hanvar's council, who rules for life. Though considering how many enemies that master makes and how many assassins he or she attracts, that life can be shortened dramatically. Avadon stands independent from the council. It is its own law. The council and individuals can petition it for aid, but it primarily watches on its own for threats to the stability of the Pact, inside and out. A leader rises in the Farlands who might rise to true power, he disappears. A brigand in the Kava who is angering Holglandia by raiding over the border, she is stopped. Even members of Hanvar's council itself can be removed, jailed, or even killed if Redbeard deems it necessary. However, the influence of Avadon has declined sharply in the last few years, since it was betrayed from within and raided by mysterious invaders. It has struggled to rebuild, and Hanvar's council has not helped. The fact they haven't helped is concerning. What is up here? Well, an upstairs, and another book. Book about Linnaeus, already in our codex. It looks like that book actually comes in by default, so why is that book here? Guest quarters, can't go in. Can't go in there. Okay, what about in here? Anything down this path? This more guest quarters, private quarters, commander's chambers. Of course. Locked, you need 5 lockpicks in order to open it. We're not even going to bother. Okay. Monitor Yutsua. Monitor Yutsua stands at her post, studying maps and making plans. She is fueled by constant infusions of tea and an occasional tiny nap. You are a monitor. Yes, I command the 1st Lance of Rockridge Keep. There are 8 lances here currently. What is a lance? 100 warriors usually. A lance is made up of 10 blades, each of which has 10 soldiers. It's how the armies of the Pact are organized. And the commander? The commander commands a force, which is usually 10 lances. Right now we only have 8. Now that this attack has happened, we hope to be staffed up to a full force. Do you think that will happen? When Titan smashed down the gates of a packed fortress, that is a way of attracting the attention of Hanvar's council. I'm optimistic. Tell me about the current situation. The contestant lands are full of rebels, bandits, and savage humanoids. Their fear of the Pact and Avadon has been lost. Our forces here are too weak to maintain order. The situation could hardly be worse. I'm going to Avadon. I see. I hope that you can obtain aid for us. However, you may have difficulty for political reasons. Political reasons? Our commander is a known foe of Avadon. Many mistrust the power of Avadon, of course, but most are quieter and more diplomatic. You support Avadon? Yes, completely. Avadon has done more to preserve the Pact than any other group, including Hanvar's Council. What do you think of Commander Odil's very vocal attacks on Avadon? He is a frank and passionate warrior forced to sit at a desk writing reports. This leads to too much thinking and brooding on his part. It would be wiser if he could focus his energies on fighting the rebellion. I think Odil should be reassigned to a battlefield command. It is not my place to say, but since you mentioned it, his strengths are best suited for the battlefield. I'd like to aid you. Is there anything I can do to help? Yatsuya starts to shake her head. Then she looks at the enormous pile of reports in front of her. I cannot distract you from your vital mission, however, so much remains to be done. I can, I suppose, tell you some things I know about. For example, in the woods where you and Silk were attacked, there's a lumberyard there, abandoned by its owners. It has been taken over by wretches. If you were passing there and happened to destroy them, I could give you some useful assets from our stores. Why haven't you slain them? Because we are surrounded by foes, and because this particular group is protected by several turrets. It appears they found the stores of a tinker mage and put them to use. And if I don't have time? That is your decision. I only suggest if you are consumed with bloodlust, ways that such a thirst might be profitably slaved. Oh, we can do that. I mean, why not go in there and try and find them and deal with them? We can probably do that about now. First things first, though. Yes, first things first. We'll get the mage on our side, and then we'll go clear out what's underneath. Alright, Yannick. I need you to come with me.
Alt where?
Back to Avadon.
Already? After the long journey here?
He looks at Kalita for confirmation. The Blade Master nods.
Well, duty calls. Tell me when you are ready to depart.
Odil doesn't appear to like you.
The commander's dislike of Avadon is well known, but it has recently begun to transition into open rebellion. When Avadon is restored, Redbeard will discuss things with him.
Let's go. Yannick stands and grabs his pack.
I'm always ready to travel. Onward! How will we return?
Kalita grins. We need to reawaken the portal stone.
Oh, not something I expected to do. Perilous, but speedy. We're south, yes? We should proceed.
He moves to your side. Yannick is one of the characters who can travel with you. He is a sorcerer. He is fragile in battle, but he can cast spells that do powerful damage or befuddle the minds of the enemy. Excellent! Intelligence and strength. I want to get everything to 5. Let's see here. Cloud of Confusion. Well, some things are useful, others not. Getting to Searing Spray would be useful. Probably going to focus on all that. Not going to focus on that as much. Daze is only going to be improved for reasons, but 1 point in Ward Mastery and Firebolt improved. If I can get an Icy Lance, I'd like that. Eventually. But for now, chance that flames will cause critical hit, that's fine. Okay. He's not holding very much. Oh, well, he could hold the shield. He can, sure, why not? Okay, we'll get more stuff for him soon enough. Does the Quartermaster have anything for us, I wonder? I just want to find out. Watcher Dennis continues a silent tally, occasionally shaking his head or clucking his tongue when he finds a cracked blade or empty barrel. I could use supplies.
Of course, Baron. Right now, orders are that all supplies beyond basic equipment must be traded for with battlefield scavenge. Sign of the times, I'm afraid.
He's got lockpicks. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have improved lockpicking. Oh, I'll work on that next time. Damn it. And nothing we need to buy. Want to sell something? Yes, I want to sell that, and I want to sell that. Why didn't I think to improve the unlock charm? Fa. I'll get it soon. You're from the Kava.
I do not wish to be impolite, Farron, but I do not discuss politics with those stationed here.
Did you lose much in the raid?
Of course. 3 soldiers, 1 gate, much morale. And as for the supplies, I'm still taking an inventory. I'll know more soon. Check with me later.
Anything I can do for you? Watcher Dennis nods enthusiastically.
I'm so glad you offered to help. Our limited resources are going toward dealing with the losses caused by the raid, and there is one problem we have not been able to address. Since the attack happened, the supply caves under this fort have been infested with spiders. Many of them, big ones. We don't know where they came from or why, but until the source can be found and eliminated, nobody in Rockridge Keep will sleep well.
They only just appeared.
Yes, there were 2 shamans in the raid. Both escaped, but we suspect that before they fled, they worked some twisted magic on us.
How do I get into those tunnels?
Well, there's a trapdoor in each of the 3 towers in the main central courtyard.
What exactly am I looking for down there?
I don't know. Mommy spider, maybe? That seems to be, in my observation, where baby spiders come from.
Sure, that's gonna be easy to do. Oh! Watcher Dennis is the quartermaster of Rockridge Keep. He may need your help locating some goods lost in the recent rebel raids. He has not yet managed to do a full inventory of what was taken. Perhaps check in with him later. Okay then. And I think what we'll do is, we'll start over here since that seemed to be a decent spot to start at. And I doubt you're going to have a quest for us. Anything I can do? No. Okay. We'll go down here and, yeah. Alright, light, please. And there we go. Now let's investigate. Yep, there's a spider. Spitting cave spider. And a huge spider. Yeah, come closer. That is quite a few spiders. But I can work on killing them at least. I see another up here somewhere. Ah. Okay, well, let's look around and see what we can find and deal with. Nothing over here. Killed those spiders. Ah, here's more. Okay. There goes that one. Oh, nice. You actually managed to make it. And a crit. Very nice. Okay. Anything here we can take? No. We'll keep hunting. Oh, we managed to find our way to this entrance. Oh, hello! Wow, nice sleeve. Oh boy. Snare. Ensnared. Kind of expected. Arachnid Young Tender. Ah, no, poison. One of your characters has been afflicted with poison or acid, yada yada yada. I wonder why that didn't come up the last time I got poisoned, because I did get it once before. Alright, finish off this one. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, hello. More of these young tenders. And there we go. Alright, keep moving around and exploring. Let's see, bolts of cloth and a lovely crystal. Sure, use a lockpick. Ah! Can't use this forge until you find a runestone. And we have bar of iron, studded leather armor, which is better than the leather jerkin, and a blessing crystal. Right, the leather jerkin can go to you. I mean, you're not encumbered. It's fine if he doesn't have the robe, which, honestly, we can't even sell. A little light armor is fine. Let's see, anything else around here? Oh, another lockpick. Replaces the one we used. Okay. about this way leads to this entrance? I didn't see those. Somehow. Don't know how, but no matter. Alright. On with the murdering. And... almost. There we go. And we got 2 more lamps. Always good to have a couple of those. Alright, anything else over here? Bandages and scissors. Nothing over here. Looks like they were working on expanding the tunnels, but haven't finished that yet. Alright, looks like all that's left is actually finding and dealing with the mommy spider. Who, it's pretty clear, is up in this corner here. Alright, let's deal with everything. Huh. Looks like it's inside an actual storage bay or something. Maybe. Ah, yes. Okay, coins, potion of health, potion of recovery, sage's rod. Yeah, that's a better rod. Much better than the apprentice rod. Why do you have an apprentice rod? You're a hand! Grab that shield just so you have it. Alright. Ah, the Rockridge Reservoir. So it's actually further down. Interesting. I'll go down and deal with that shortly. Let's just take a look. No, I'm not going to use 2. And, ooh, lightning scroll. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll take a look in the reservoir. This episode may go slightly long, but I think we have enough time to deal with this. Alright, down we go into the reservoir. Let's see. Ah, there it is, right in the middle. Well, that was easy to find. Okay, let's get around to it. Check around the outside first. I'm not really seeing much of anything special, so... let's go deal with the mommy spider, who is probably going to summon more spiders in moments. A wide platform of stone rises from the middle of the keep reservoir. An enormous spider stands on it, surrounded by clutches of her eggs. It's far from your ordinary spider. It is a clear result of malevolent nature magic, probably created by the raiders who attacked the fort. The attackers were defeated, but their pet remains. As the creature rushes toward you, the eggs surrounding it start to vibrate. Widow Matriarch. Alright. Oh, that has a lot of health. That's a little concerning. The vicious spider lets out a long, high-pitched cry. Some of her eggs hatch. Oh boy. And poison too. Wonderful. Okay. Do what you can to kill it. And she summoned more. And we are already in trouble. Wonderful. Kinda need the healing. Okay, there's the ensnaring that I kind of expected would happen. Here's a cleave, good. Probably should have done the big hit. Some of her eggs hatched again. Wonderful. Okay, drink that potion. And a big hit. That's a lot of baby spiders. Do what you can to kill those baby spiders, please. Alright, Savage Blow. Alright, now we can focus on the Matriarch again. A little longer and we'll get it. Oh geez, that is a lot. Okay, need another potion of health. Surprisingly, there we go. The large, hairy, unpleasant Spider Queen has been dispatched. The work of rebel shamans has been undone. The frequency of bloodthirsty spider attacks in the Rockridge Keep tunnels should decrease rapidly from here. Yay! And another lightning scroll and blessed sandals. I think we'll give them to you, because it's lighter than boots. And we're definitely going to need to get more, whatever it is. More strength for everyone. At least 10. Oh well, let's quickly report in on what we managed to accomplish, and then I'm going to end the episode. Fortunately, it's not long to get back up. It's right here. And here we are. Let's see. There you are. There was indeed a mommy spider down below. She is dead now. You tell the blood-curdling tale of your battle to Dennis. His blood appears to be appropriately curdled.
Truly a tale of terror. Your reward is well earned.
A pouch of silver and a fine pair of greaves are liberated from the Rockridge stores on your behalf.
I wish that was the end of my troubles. Alas, it is not.
Anything else I can do for you?
As a matter of fact, yes. There's another sign of infection around our fort, another bit of dark magic worked by the raiders to torment us. An infestation of undead! They are lurking in a cave outside the south gate and to the west. They hide in a cave, only emerging at night to feed upon our livestock and keep the farmers away. They must be destroyed if we are to know peace.
Can you do any of this yourselves?
We could, but it is a matter of triage. When Titans roam the woods, our commander feels a handful of zombies that generally keep to themselves should be left to mercenaries and those who happen to be heading in that direction.
And who can create such creatures?
Not sure. Wildrum shamans abhor undead abominations. Perhaps an ogre shaman created them. Perhaps they are but wild, free-range ghouls who find a nice cave to squat in amidst the chaos.
And a level up for everyone. More strength. Okay, what are we going to slowly get to? Slow chance of parry would not be bad, I suppose, but I do kind of want to get all the improvements all these things get us. The extra damage from Path of the Blade works. Alright. You, more strength, and... yeah, I suppose do the same thing. And you! More endurance, and the unlocked charm. Definitely. I want to see if that'll actually open up that gate now. Probably should have saved up, because we wasted a lockpick now, but it's fine. We'll see how it does with opening this up, and then I'm going to end the episode. And... hey! Opened up! We got leather greaves, coins, a ruby, and an arcane scroll. Ooh. Alright, let's see here. Chain greaves over the leather greaves. Leather greaves over the pants. And leather greaves in general. It's already starting to get a little encumbered. Oh well. And I guess we don't really need the pants. Oh, we got a ruby, so that's something that can be sold. And we have a few things we can sell. Alright. I'm going to sell these items, and then next episode, we are going to find our way to Avadon. Oh, yes. Avadon. This will be interesting to see what happens now that we're not actually a hand. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. That is Farron, Khalida, and Yannick. This has been an Avadon Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.